Hope you guys are doing well today. The purpose of this video is to describe the benefits, pros and cons of buying and holding real estate for cash flow instead of flipping real estate. A lot of people I know, they watch these television shows with these sexy actors. They show this picture of this home, dilapidated, that they paid not much money for. Then the screen turns over, they show the other side of this beautiful home, nicely landscaped. Then they show the sale price, then they show what their profit is. A lot of times, $40,000, $60,000, $80,000 of profit that they made. Works really well for TV. It is not what I recommend for you if you're getting started in real estate. What I recommend that you do, it's not a bad model, and I'm not downgrading it at all, but if you're just getting started in real estate, my recommendation is that you buy and hold real estate on the first couple deals. You're going to learn so much through that process, and you're going to actually be building wealth and passive income instead of just putting a bunch of cash in the bank. Okay? It's one thing to generate wealth, it's another thing to generate cash. All right? Believe it or not, two separate things. Okay, first of all, the reason why I don't recommend that you start with the fix and flip strategy is because it requires three things that a lot of times are pretty scarce for people. First of all, it requires time. Second of all, it requires money. And thirdly, it requires laser focus. Okay, if you can't stay focused to the end of that thing, you're gonna have a lot of problems. There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving parts to get that home onto the market and then sold within a reasonable amount of time. I've definitely had experience with both, and again, my recommendation is that you do a buy and hold strategy first. Benefit number one in buy and hold real estate. Obviously, every single month, that tenant that's in your home is gonna pay you a rent check. That's really cool. But my recommendation actually is that you don't manage the property yourself. My recommendation, if you're just getting started, is that you use a management company to do all that stuff. If you don't have experience, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to leverage the experience and resources of that management company to see your rental be successful. I personally have 70 units, and 69 of them are being professionally managed by a management company. The only reason I don't have the last one being managed is because I know the people living in there, and I think they'd be offended if I turned it over to a management company. Other than that, I use management companies across the board, and you have to learn how to do it, but that's certainly what I recommend for you if you've never invested in real estate before. All right, so the first benefit that I mentioned is that you're gonna get monthly checks coming in every single month. Secondly, you're gonna actually build wealth instead of just building cash. Now you say, Brian, $150, $200 does not sound exciting to get every single month. It just, I don't know, the idea of getting $40,000 in one pop instead of $150 a month, I don't know. Well, listen, again, like I said earlier, one, you're building cash, but you're gonna have to take that cash and reinvest it then, right? If you even do get the cash at the end, that's obviously the carrot. But the stick is pretty large with the fix and flip. Now, a lot of people say, Brian, what happens when the toilet stops running or the roof breaks or you get a call from that tenant saying that there's a challenge. Well, again, remember, we're using management companies, so the management company takes that phone call, they analyze the problem, they send their contractors right out there so the tenant's happy, right? Then the management company contacts you and says, look, we have this situation, here's the cost to repair it, and then you either approve or you reject what they're suggesting, okay? So now, again, you're utilizing or you're leveraging the time and effort and experience that this management company has in place. You're the ultimate decision maker, but they're setting you up for success. Now, I want to step back here for just a second, and I want to tell you guys this. As that cash flow comes in every single month, I don't recommend that you spend that money. I recommend that you take whatever cash flow you get every single month and you put it in a bank account and you let it grow, okay? In case there's ever any larger repairs you got to deal with, you got a cash reserve that you're in place to be able to deal with. Okay, now after the end of the first year, you've got some cash built up. What I recommend that you do is you take the extra cash and you pay down that mortgage even quicker. Now, again, this isn't a model where you're just quitting your job today, okay? I don't recommend that. I recommend that you start to, that's the cool thing about real estate, is you can grow one property at a time. You can kind of see the cash come in. You can learn. You can make changes and adjust and see these things be successful. So guys, that's it. Again, recommend that your first property you're going to buy and hold, not fix and flip. I don't care what the TV show guys tell you, all right? So if you like this video, if you want more content, if you want more information, if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be really helpful. And actually even more helpful is if you could leave a comment down below. I can read those comments. I can see what you guys are looking for, what you like, what you don't like, and I can give you more content that's going to be able to help you be successful in growing unbelievable wealth and unbelievable prosperity through the avenue of real estate. So have a great day, guys, and keep moving forward.